Procrastination is a trap we all fall into, often without realizing it. You have an important task in front of you, a report to write, a presentation to prepare, or a long overdue project to complete. Yet, instead of diving in, you scroll through social media, binge watch your favorite show, or clean your desk for the 10th time. Hours or even days slip away. You promise yourself, I'll start tomorrow, but when tomorrow comes, the cycle repeats. Procrastination isn't just about laziness or poor time management. At its core, it's a battle against discomfort. Faced with a task that feels overwhelming, tedious, or challenging, our brains instinctively seek something easier and more immediately rewarding. That's why we scroll, click, and swipe. Our devices offer an endless escape from the discomfort of confronting our responsibilities. But what if I told you there's a secret weapon hiding in plain sight? A tool that not only breaks the cycle of procrastination, but also sharpens your focus, boosts your creativity, and reconnects you with your goals? It's called boredom. Let me share a story that a few years ago, I was a master procrastinator. I was constantly glued to my phone, jumping between apps, drowning in an endless stream of notifications and content. My to-do list was always growing, yet I could never seem to cross anything off. The worst part? I didn't even enjoy the distractions. By the end of each day, I felt drained and unaccomplished, burdened by guilt for all the work I hadn't done. Then, one weekend, life intervened. My phone battery died, and I couldn't find my charger. My laptop refused to turn on. My Wi-Fi was down. Suddenly, I was completely cut off from the digital world. At first, I panicked. What was I supposed to do with no internet, no streaming, no social media? I wandered aimlessly around my apartment. I picked up a book, only to put it down again. I tried cleaning, but even that couldn't hold my attention. Minutes felt like hours as I sat there, staring at the wall, doing absolutely nothing. And then, something incredible happened that as the boredom settled in, my mind began to shift. Without the constant noise of notifications and content vying for my attention, my thoughts grew clearer. I started reflecting on the tasks I'd been avoiding. Why hadn't I started that report? Why did I keep putting off organizing my workspace? The answers became obvious. I wasn't avoiding the work because it was hard. I was avoiding it because I was afraid of failing, of not doing it perfectly. With nothing else to do, I decided to try working on one of those dreaded tasks. At first, I resisted, but once I started, something clicked. The sense of accomplishment I felt from completing even a small part of the work was far more satisfying than any YouTube video or Instagram post. By the end of that weekend, I had not only finished my report, but also tackled several other items on my to-do list. That weekend taught me a lesson I'll never forget. Boredom isn't something to fear. It's a powerful tool for breaking free from procrastination and rediscovering your focus. Here's how boredom works its magic, and how you can use it to conquer procrastination once and for all. Point 1. Boredom forces reflection. When you're constantly distracted, you don't have time to think deeply about your goals or what's holding you back. Boredom creates a mental pause that allows you to reflect. It gives you space to confront the discomfort you've been avoiding and to understand why you're procrastinating in the first place. During that unplugged weekend, I realized my procrastination wasn't about the tasks themselves, but my fear of not meeting my own expectations. This self-awareness was the first step toward overcoming it. Point 2. Boredom restores focus. We live in a world of constant stimulation. Every ping, ding, and buzz pulls our attention in a different direction. Over time, this fractures our ability to concentrate. Boredom acts as a reset button for your brain, allowing your attention to settle on what truly matters. Once I embraced boredom, my scattered thoughts began to organize themselves. The mental fog lifted, and I was able to focus on one task at a time, something I hadn't been able to do in years. Point 3. Boredom reconnects you with your goals. When was the last time you thought about your long-term goals? Not in passing, but deeply and intentionally? Boredom gives you the opportunity to reflect on what truly matters to you. It reminds you why you started in the first place and reignites your sense of purpose. That weekend, I remembered why I had set my goals. The tasks I'd been avoiding weren't just obligations. They were stepping stones to a bigger vision for my life. Practical tips to harness the power of boredom. Unplug. Regularly set aside time each day to disconnect from screens. Put your phone on airplane mode. Turn off the TV and step away from your computer. Let boredom creep in. Schedule boredom breaks. Intentionally create moments of boredom throughout your day. Take a walk without headphones, sit quietly in a park, or simply stare out the window. Use these moments to let your mind wander and reflect. Lean into the discomfort. The next time you feel bored, resist the urge to distract yourself. Instead, sit with it. Allow the boredom to nudge you toward the tasks you've been avoiding. Pair boredom with action. Use boredom as a trigger for productivity. For example, if you're bored, commit to writing the first sentence of a report, organizing one drawer, or responding to one email. Often, starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, momentum will carry you forward. Limit digital overload. Reduce the number of apps, notifications, and distractions in your life. The less you rely on external stimulation, the more comfortable you'll become with boredom, and the more productive you'll be. The hidden reward of embracing boredom. Procrastination thrives in a world of endless entertainment. But boredom, when embraced, becomes a powerful ally. It forces you to confront your fears, refocus your attention, and reconnect with your goals. That weekend without distractions wasn't just an accident, it was a gift. It showed me that boredom isn't the enemy I thought it was. Instead, it's a mentor, quietly guiding me toward clarity and action. So, the next time you find yourself stuck in the loop of procrastination, don't reach for your phone or open another tab. Instead, pause, let the boredom settle in, and watch as it transforms your restlessness into productivity. The power to eliminate procrastination has always been within you. You just needed boredom to unlock it.